Kalki's Parthiban Kanavu, English translation done by Anand Kannan and read by Sujatha Anand. Parthiban Kanavu, translated as The Dream of Parthiban in English, was the first of Kalki Krishnamurthy's historical novels. It was published as a series between 1941 and 1943. He followed this up with two more historical novels, which were more elaborate and better planned. However, I have always felt Parthiban Kanavu had its own distinct charm. The later two were both brilliant in their respective ways. Sivagamin Sabadam, 1944 to 46, his second historical fiction novel, can be thought of as a more elaborate prequel to the first one. It was about a young Narasimhavarman emerging from the shadows of his illustrious father and the conflict between his love and duty. It had romance, revenge, sadness, spirituality, and bravery all in equal measure. Ponniyin Selvan, 1951 to 54, the best known among Kalki's works, was more elaborate than both Parthiban Kanavu and Sivagamin Sabadam. It was set in the 10th century AD. The writing style was more relaxed. It had more vivid, well-chiseled characters, adventure, humor, and intrigue. Kalki took his time to introduce and build his elaborate cast of characters. In hindsight, you could say Kalki was working his way up to the pinnacle of his career with the previous two works of historical fiction. Despite all this, Parthiban Kanavu holds its own as a novel. The reader can see early traces of Kalki's storytelling techniques that he would use more elaborately in his later works. The story is told through the eyes of the commoners, Valli and Ponnan. Spies roam freely between kingdoms. The kings use spying to keep tabs on everyone. Religious gurus have free access to royalty. Kalki talks religion through reference to contemporary works of Nayanmars and takes detours to talk fondly of the Kaveri Delta like he would do in later novels. It was set at an interesting time of India's history, the 7th century. The three major rulers were Harshavardhana, who ruled the north of India, Pulakesin II, who ruled what is now Karnataka, Andhra, and Telangana, and Narasimhavarma Pallava, who ruled the south. Narasimhavarman figures in this story, but the reader's sympathies would be with a minor kingdom under his occupation, the Cholas. Although the Chola kingdom was dwarfed by these major powers, it was displaying the restlessness that would make it a greater power in later times. It was a pivotal time in religious terms as well. All the major religions of India at that time, Shaivism, Vaishnavism, Jainism, and Buddhism, had their respective spheres of influence. The times and conflicts were captured for history via stone carvings, magnificent sculptures and paintings, writings of Bana, the historian patronized by Harsha, and the notes of the Chinese traveler Xuanzang. Art, poetry, and statecraft achieved a level of prominence in this era. In translating Parthiban Kanavu, I have tried not to take too many editorial liberties. After translating a paragraph, I often felt the temptation to go back and improve it. I successfully resisted the temptation for the most part. While rewriting a page or paragraph would have improved the readability, it might have compromised its authenticity. I'm also glad I have resisted the urge to jump in and add explanations. I hope you enjoy reading this as much as I am enjoying the translation process. While there is no way I can recreate the magic of the original prose, I hope that you can still bask in the sunshine of Kalki's storytelling with my assistance. After all, not everyone needs to be in the Louvre to enjoy the beauty of Mona Lisa.